Alright, what's up guys? This video is going to go over our entire inbox management process. We just revamped our whole system to be able to use Airtable, this interface, and Smart Leads so that it's much easier for our inbox manager to use, and we're able to increase our booked call rate because we're able to get responses quicker, we're able to get better responses and more personalized responses. So with that being said, let's get right into it. I do want to preface this whole thing by saying that I didn't build this whole thing out. This was all built out by Link Lemon Agency. Those guys are great. They're really good at building out stuff like this, specifically with Airtable, Smart Lead, anything kind of like that. They really do great work. So big shout out to those guys. They are great to work with. But without any further ado, let's get into this. So whenever an email goes into open responses, this is like where every single email falls into. So no matter if it's a positive response, a negative response, an out of office response, they will always come into here. So obviously there's no emails because it's always being managed. And yeah, so I can't show you an example of that, but let's say an interested email came in, right? It would be marked as interested here, and then it would go into here, right? Into this section, right? And then we have all of these interested responses. So basically how it works is you have all of this information, right? You have the campaign name, so you can see what specific campaign, what client it is from, the leads email, the email that it was sent from, like your actual cold outbound email, and then also the last time that the lead responded, right? Or was interacted with. So as you can see, the only reason why it's in here is because of the lead category, or the lead status here it's called. So you have a few different options, right? And for example, this one we already responded to, but, right, you have a few different options. You can either write a one-off custom response, right? So you would just write it, hey, thanks for the response, right? And you can send it like that. You can send it with AI, right? Which we don't use too often, but it is a very cool feature. So it's progress, and then it uses GPT to actually create a response. So it says, hey Ron, and these aren't the best prompts because we don't usually use these, but for example, thanks for reaching out. I forwarded your email to EHS department. So it's not the best, the actual GPT. That's why we use templates, right? And for this type of response, or more popularly, we use subsequences, right? So here in the subsequence, right? Basically, this is the 3 email subsequence that would go out, and I'm pretty sure these are every 3 days. So, you would go here, you would insert these variables. So lead gen resource. So if there's like a sales asset that we have that it's just not personalized, it's just there, we would send it here, and eventually it would be, wait, let's see where this one goes. So in the first email, you can see that it goes to right here. Right, and it automatically fills in, which is really good. You don't have to do any of this manually. So you have, hey Ron, no problem. Essentially we do, and then it would go, let's just say video production, right? That's your offer for manufacturing companies, right? And this is just the offer, right? And lead gen source. So, hey Ron, no problem. Essentially we do video production for manufacturing companies. And obviously this is this variable. For some context here, and then you would put a sales asset, right? So it would be like google.com, or you would put like a Google document or something like that. If you're interested in learning more, are you available Monday or Tuesday to discuss further? All right. So this is also automatic these days, so this is pretty cool. Then you can also include like a case study sentence, right? Which would be like, for example, we helped MFO manufacturing generate 15 quality leads through video content, right? So now for this lead, for this campaign, actually, it's going to save this specific criteria, right? And as you can see in this campaign creation dashboard, we're actually able to insert this so we don't have to do this later on. That feature is still being finalized, but that will be a feature soon. But for now, I mean, this is still much better than your average subsequence, right? It's able to be much more personalized. So then you pick 3 days between emails, right? For example, so you're not spamming these people, and you know, everything gets filled in here. So you can see helped manufacturing generate 15 quality leads. So it would be more like we just helped MFO, right? So that's just an example of how we would use subsequences, and then you just click initiate subsequence, and then I'm not going to do it because this is like an actual lead, but this would change to yes, and then it would change to interested for however many days, right? So let's say tomorrow we would check back, this lead would be interested for 1 day, right? And this would change to replied. So everything is always organized, and you're able to see at what stage of the process every single lead is. Now, if you do get confused by this, or you need to make sure or double check, you do always have the option of opening it in master inbox, where you go here, right? And you're able to see this, right? The full conversation. So that's that, which is pretty cool. So you have all of your leads here. You can filter out, right? Contains, does not contain, and you could, you know, select different campaigns. Did you reply to them? Did you not reply? So you have all of these different options to do, and there's a lot of functionality which allows you to, number one, make more personalized campaigns, and also respond to these people much quicker, right? Which is obviously very important in cold email. So next you have meeting ready, and these are mostly the same other than a few things. So, you know, you can send also here, and in this one, right, for example, this is very cool. Let's say you have a Loom request, right? This is a meeting request. So let's say you have a meeting request, right? And this is a new system that we're just using now. Basically, how it would work is you would send it to the lead. It would send it in the Slack channel, right? A booking, right? And then the person can actually, you know, choose a time and make sure that the time is applicable to them, right? As in your client, right? So they said, yes, please send an invite for the meeting. So then I would press, literally all that I would have to do is press send lead, and the rest is taken care of. I don't have to do anything else in order to organize a call for these people, which is very cool, because usually, you know, you would have to confirm with the client. You would have to ask them if the time's not working, then you would have to go back to the lead, email them again. It's this whole messy process. But with this, you just press one button and it's all taken care of for you, right? And nothing slips through the cracks. So that's very important. Future sequence. So if they're out of office, right, you also have a subsequence here and a custom response. Information request. Now, this is very cool, right? And basically how it would work, right? So for example, if this guy is asking for a quote, or let me try and find one. Send the script, right? So this is a script that is being sent. So the way that it would work is you would go here, and how it would work is send form to customer, right? Now it sends a form interface, right, on Airtable, and I'm not sure if this is the exact one. Yes. So this is this exact same form URL that is sent to the lead, to your customer, for this specific lead, right? For V Mamula, right? So they, for example, if it's a Loom, right? They record the Loom, they insert the Loom link here, google.com, right? That's the link, and they also have like the email text and everything, so they can understand what the prospect wants. And that's all they do. Then they click submit. I'm not going to do it because this is also an actual lead. So that's that. And then once this happens, right, once the lead submits it, it automatically sends within the script, the template that is loaded in here, it automatically sends it to the customer, or to the prospect, sorry. So there is like no time of delay whatsoever. So from the second that the person, your client submits the Loom, right, or, you know, whoever this form is going to submits the Loom, it automatically sends to the prospect with the template and how it would be manually, just much quicker, and nobody actually needs to do it. So this is a very cool feature. Client responded, right? So that's if they actually responded with the with the Loom video, right? So then it would automatically send. Not interested is pretty self-explanatory. All right, and that's really it. So moral of the story, right? Instead of going here, keeping all of your information in your Google Docs, all your templates, all your subsequences, or using Smart Lead subsequences, you have a much more streamlined process with this. All right. So yeah, really the only reason for this video is to kind of show you guys what the capability of using Airtable automations. They use make.com. It's a very robust system. One time they showed me like the back end of it, and I was like, wow, like this is insane. So this is, kind of how we use it. This is our current inbox management process. It's not 100% done. I would say it's probably closer to like 80% done. We also have a dashboard built in where we just started using actually. So we have like, for example, like all of our analytics, and it's all attached. And you can even see like, for example, like how many emails do you need for a positive reply, right? Which is very cool because then you can do the math and just see like, okay, if we need more positive replies or more meetings, right, then you can see exactly how many emails you need to send and how many leads you need to scrape and how many domains you need to buy. So it is a very robust system. As you can see, we are working on a campaign creation automation, but I'm not going to show that just yet because it's not completely finished. But once that happens, it'll be an extremely cool system. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at this inbox manager. If you do have any questions about how it works, how we use it, how we did it before, and how it changed, our systems right now, feel free to shoot me a message on Twitter or just drop a comment down below. So thanks, and have a good day.